Coming up next on West Side Stories, we learn more about the search for Grand Rapids Public Schools' new superintendent.
I think it's less about change and more about further progress.
And we take a closer look at how Grand Valley Student Senate runs.
Plus, we check out one historic hidden gem located in Grand Rapids. All that and more on West Side Stories.
West Side Stories is produced by students from the Multimedia Journalism program at Grand Valley State University. Support also comes from the School of Communications, inspiring thought, perfecting practice.
Welcome back to West Side Stories. I'm Savannah Bressman.
And I'm Mackenzie Sorrell.
The end of the 2019 school year may be just around the corner, but the search for a new superintendent for Grand Rapids Public Schools has just begun.
That's right, Savannah. The GRPS Board of Education has interviewed 2 candidates so far. Reporter Alexandria Taylor has more details.
I will not disappoint. Thank you.
On March 16th, Grand Rapids Public Board of Education held public interviews looking to fill the soon vacant position of Grand Rapids Public Schools Superintendent.
The most effective change that I hope to see right away with the new superintendent is the focus on students first, and honestly teachers second.
Acting as superintendent for the past 7 years, Teresa Weatherall Neal announced her retirement in September. During these years, Grand Rapids has seen an increase in the graduation rate and continues to have an impact on the community.
For us, I think it's less about change and more about further progress. So the past 7 years have provided us an excellent foundation to build on and to move forward for the next phase of what we need.
GRPS does have a transformation plan in place to achieve higher academic goals and to improve racial and ethnic gaps, as well as improve emotional support learning.
If we can just go through the transformation plan portion quickly, because I think the main part that we're looking at is the Center of Innovation process and how to engage the board as we move forward.
I think that a school system should allow for that kind of growth to happen professionally, where they do seek out other experiences with people that don't look like them, where they have conversations that aren't necessarily easy to talk about.
The values outlined in the transformation plan were used as a guide in the board's interview process to determine that the applicants' goals aligned with theirs.
I think on this first round we were looking for the experience. The qualities that we wanted to know is that you've had boots on the ground experience, that you know curriculum, you know how to choose curriculum, you know how to implement it.
As important as academics are in the search, GRPS teachers say they are looking for other qualities as well.
Being respected and being valued is a key thing for people that are in education.
That superintendent reaching out to teachers, reaching out to school level administrators, and having those conversations about legislation.
Current law allows the state government to disperse funds at their own discretion, not based on financial need.
We stand up for the legislation that works against the public schools.
Inequalities that both candidates actually addressed are just inequalities in funding. It's not really an equitable system right now. I don't believe the way that both superintendent interviewees were speaking about an equitable dispersal of funds, I think really spoke to me.
All the candidates for superintendent answered questions on attendance, reading, teacher recruiting, and diversity inclusion. Candidates that interviewed tonight included Adrian Talley from Prince George's Public County Schools, Devon Horton from Jefferson County Public Schools, Marguerite Vanden Wingard from the College of St. Rose, and Darrell L. Williams from Beloit School District. All of these candidates worked on equity improvement programs in their districts.
We are concerned about the equity. We are concerned about poverty and the homelessness and the migrants and the refugees, that all the students that we service that come through the doors.
But also concerning for teachers is having a superintendent who will help maintain their hard-earned rights.
We also are like the last stand for public schools. There's nobody else out there but the unions and the school districts, of course, that are trying to support and push and prop up the public school system.
Mary Bowen says that the union spends a lot of energy defending what has already been put into place.
We have to step in and speak for the members so that they can get what we've bargained for them.
A variety of audience members came to watch. Among them were professors, teachers, attorneys, and parents who were encouraged to share their feedback.
So I'll pass out cards to the audience and we'll ask them, we'll pick 4 or 5 questions from the audience, and then we want to think about timing.
The following Monday, another meeting was held to discuss which applicants might be in the running to move forward.
What we're looking for is talent and experience.
Would it be beneficial to talk about a couple of the candidates that we saw?
An overall consensus was that the board does not want to rush nor feel rushed during this process. They want to take their time and even restart if they have to.
Rush to choose right now. I think that we are in the position to choose who is best and what is best.
We're not ready right now, but maybe if we get to know these candidates that we have a little bit better.
The board has decided to move forward with 2 applicants into the second round of interviews, Adrian Talley and Devon Horton. Both have taught in classrooms.
I'm really excited to have a superintendent who has been an educator, and that I think is going to be key, because automatically you're going to be able to discuss what's really going on in classrooms.
I'm very compassionate, and I am a believer in education is the greatest equalizer of anything out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In Grand Rapids, I'm Alexandria Taylor.
The Board of Education is holding public interviews for round 2 on Monday, April 8th in the auditorium at Grand Rapids Public Schools. All interviews are available at www.grps.org.
Grand Valley State University students will be happy to know that there will be a fall break, in effect, fall semester. But many students don't know who fought for this break. Elizabeth Barnes has more on Student Senate and their efforts on Grand Valley's campus.
We passed the fall break proposal last year, so we will now have a fall break in between Labor Day break and Thanksgiving.
Student Senate Executive Vice President Morgan Matler is proud of that accomplishment, but he says there are plenty of other lesser-known things that Student Senate is working on.
I'm putting on programs to educate people about like sexual assault, domestic violence. Last lecture is something that we help put on. The teach-in, all of MLK Week, we are part of the planning for that, as well as the execution of it.
In the basement of Grand Valley State University's Kirchhoff Center, the Student Senate office is always keeping busy. But students don't always realize what Senate is and what they are doing for the campus.
Student Senate here is obviously to be that student governing body for students and to act as that liaison between the student body and the administration. So we work to improve Grand Valley in various different ways, and our goal is to always serve our students.
Student Senate does many events and projects over the course of a year on Grand Valley's campus, from service programs to events that remind students to take care of their mental health.
Each senator works on about 2 to 3 different projects, and these can be a variety of things like getting more tampons in the girls' bathrooms or getting more spirited flags on the flagpoles.
Projects that the senators work on can vary from small ideas to something larger.
I had worked with Ottawa County and got the first ever county commissioners meeting on our campus. And that was really huge because it started conversations about transportation into Allendale and working on that side of things kind of further away from Grand Rapids and trying to expand our campus there.
Student Senate holds a General Assembly meeting every Thursday at 4:30 p.m. The public is welcome to make a comment or suggestion to the entire Senate body.
So I would say it's different every single week, but the things that are consistent is you're always going to hear a report from the president, the vice president, and then the 7 of our committee chairs. And so they always give an update on what their senators are doing, what their work is up to. And resolution by Saturday night is going to all be voted on next week. A lot of GAs, we talk about resolutions, which are kind of legislation pieces that speak on behalf of the whole student body. So it could be a request for something to specifically happen, like right now we're moving into something involving the Board of Trustees, but next fall there's going to be a fall break, and that started because of our resolution. And so those are things that we frequently talk about.
One thing students might not know about meetings like these is that anyone can come and give their own 2 cents.
The excellent part, though, is that students actually have the opportunity twice in our meeting. We have a public comment towards the beginning and at the end for any student or community member to come in and speak their mind about anything, and they can yell at us and they can ramble on, they can do whatever they'd like, but it's their time, they have the floor, and they're able to basically talk about anything they want to with us.
I think you can expect a lot of energy and excitement coming from the student senators and the body, just because they're so interested in learning about the university, as well as a lot of passion about trying to sort what is the right process to go about things or what we want to do. And so we go there, we have a lot of discussions, we give updates on what we do, people come and speak to us.
Well, it's too late to be a part of the election process now. Matler says that getting your name on the ballot is a lot easier than it may seem.
Very simple process to get your name on the ballot. What you need to do first and foremost is to sign out a packet from the Senate office or the Office of Student Life. And then within that packet, you need to collect 100 student signatures on the petition, as well as 2 faculty endorsements.
After collecting signatures and endorsements, students must fill out the student candidate form, talking about their platform and basic information about themselves. Then lastly, students must come down to the Senate office and have their headshot taken.
We have 44 spots available for students. This year we had 75 students check out election packets. Sadly, not as many turned it in for whatever reason that may be, but that is kind of an advantage for some folks that maybe didn't have the opportunity or weren't aware to turn in the election packet, because now we have some slots where people can serve as a write-in.
Although signups are closed for this coming year's Senate elections, students are encouraged to run for Senate the following year and attend General Assembly meetings when they have any questions or concerns about the decisions Senate might be making.
For the people that are interested, 100% do it, but also do your homework. What do you want to see changed on campus? Parking is something that always comes up, but I challenge people to think deeper than that.
Seize the opportunity, 100% dive in and do it. It's been a life-changing experience for me. The personal and professional development you get out of it and the amazing results that you get to see too, and you really do make an impact.
Student Senate is open to any and all opinions of Grand Valley students. And if a student has something to voice, they are asked to attend a General Assembly meeting. In Allendale, I'm Elizabeth Barnes.
Members of the Senate encourage Grand Valley State University students who have yet to vote to make sure that they head on over to www.gvsu.edu/studentsenate/vote. Voting will be open until midnight tonight.
Have you ever wanted to have a conversation with a perfect stranger? Well, one historic diner offers just that and more. Reporter McKenna Paraso recently visited one of the oldest and smallest diners in Grand Rapids that brings people from all walks of life together, one meal at a time.
The Choo Grill, established in 1946, has a lasting legacy of good food and good people. Located at the corner of Plainfield and Leonard, the grill was named for its history with the railways and its close proximity to the train tracks.
I'll try not to let it be so long this time. Okay.
Owner Rick Mack acquired the Choo Grill from his father-in-law Don, who popularized the grill's best burgers on earth and anywhere else, and set the tone for this friendly neighborhood diner.
That's right. That's cool. Yeah, no, it's good.
But it's not just the famous burgers that keep the Choo-Choo's regulars coming back. The Rail Kill Sandwich and the Red Caboose are just two of the quirky names given to Choo-Choo menu favorites. Another quirky thing about this bright red building is its small interior that invites lots of conversation, even between total strangers.
Hey, Doug. It's a pleasure to see you.
It must be Dog Day.
If you don't like it, I'll meet the friend.
Mostly do the same job, but for a private company in the DC area. Mostly relish only.
From regulars who have been frequenting for decades to new customers who finally take the leap of faith to stop in, the Choo Choo Grill always has a spot at the counter for them.
Contact spray.
What do, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, usually when they want to draw your blood, they want you.
You just got to get it the right way. And the newer ones are totally different than the old ones.
And in the evenings, like going to work.
Come on in, sunshine.
Hey, thanks.
One of the last diners of its kind, Choo Choo Grill patrons say it offers great food and great service, with an extra incentive to connect with a total stranger, something that is no longer offered at most chain restaurants.
Which is just like a quarter mile from here.
I'm looking up the eggs.
Restaurants come and go, but the Choo Choo Grill has been here to stay, thanks to its regulars who love the place. You can visit Rick, Kathy, and the rest of the Choo Choo crew any Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. In Grand Rapids, I'm McKenna Pariseau.
To learn more about the Choo Choo Grill's history, you can visit their Facebook page.
Longtime Grand Rapids residents know it's almost time for spring when the Ultimate Sports Show comes to town. Last weekend, I headed down to DeVos Center to see how the famous outdoor show transforms the inside of DeVos Center into an outdoor paradise. With spring right around the corner, the Ultimate Sports Show going on right behind me provides everything an outdoor enthusiast will need for this upcoming summer. A trout pond, a rock wall, and chainsaws? There was something for just about everyone at this year's show. The Lumberjacks were a big hit as always. These Lumberjacks are professionals who travel the country to perform these shows, and fans love them. Another popular attraction at the show was the trout pond. Kids got 5 minutes to catch a fish for $5. Not a bad investment, and these kids were making the most of it. But Kylie Holloway says she enjoys something else. So what is your favorite part about the shows?
The games.
The games? What's your favorite game?
The one where you get the ball.
Exhibitors at the show were counting on these youngsters checking out a future boat. Mike Totten of Lakeside Motorsports says that boat owners should make sure to wash their boats between every ride.
You're going to bring them zebra mussels from one lake to another. Just wash your boat.
That's something echoed by the Michigan Department of Natural Resources. The DNR says zebra mussels are an invasive species that can harm Michigan's freshwater sources. The show provides an education platform for conservation and outdoor safety. Evan Holloway of Michigan United Conservation Clubs said that his favorite part of the show is passing out informational magazines. Holloway says he has been coming to the show ever since he could remember.
I've been coming since I was about 3, so about 7 years.
One of the magazines included another invasive species.
Kind of about what they are and what they'll do to different fish. And one sea lamprey can kill about 40 pounds of salmon.
Besides just passing out magazines, Holloway said that they brought animal pelts as an educational tool.
For education, for people to look at, feel them, and then they have like a little quiz on what they are. Like this one is the coyote, red fox, bobcat, skunk, raccoon.
While conservation clubs were busy with fish and wildlife education, the Kent County Sheriff was talking about watercraft and off-road vehicle safety.
You know, this is the ultimate sports show, so there are a lot of those clientele walking around here, so we try to put ourselves out there and promote safety, number one.
Promoting safety is important, but Deputy Anaya says that it is their priority to make a connection with the public.
We, like to get out there and so people can see us in a positive light instead of in a negative light. We like to hand out stickers to the kids and tattoos and let them see a friendly face so that if we see them out on the water this summer, they won't be scared of us,
Anaya says that if you find yourself out on the water this summer and see the Kent County Sheriff, be sure to stop by and say hello. The Kent County Sheriff Department offers boater safety classes free of charge. You can check out the list of classes online at accesskent.com. The ultimate sports show may be over, but it's never a wrong time to start thinking about summer. Reporting in Grand Rapids, I'm Savannah Bressman. If you missed the show this year, you don't have to worry. The Ultimate Sports Show will be back in Grand Rapids next March.
Now it's time for our weekly calendar. Let's take a look. These days, it can be hard to find quality handmade products. Reporter Austin Marsman brings us this story about a local company that began in a living room and is now cleaning up in the soap market.
We kind of pride ourselves on being a big-ish company that can still do everything handmade in Michigan here, and it's just a really cool part of the soap craft is that everything is handmade.
That's Christine Weber, owner of Hilltop Designs, a business she started 5 years ago in her own living room. And as she explains, it all began with a dream and 8 bars of soap.
I was able to make 8 bars of these. I had $20 left over from a week of groceries, and so I went into the supplies to Hobby Lobby, and then I made 8 of these, and I was able to sell them all. My mom bought half. And then I sampled out the rest. And with those profits, I was able to buy more supplies and then turn that 8 into 16. And then with those profits, turn that 16 into 32 until the store that we have today.
Since then, Hilltop Designs has expanded their product line as well, now carrying lotions, balms, bath salts, and more, in addition to the soap. And you can get it all in Hopkins, Michigan at the retail location for Hilltop Designs, a short drive off US 131, 30 minutes south of Grand Rapids. However, if you can't make it out to Hopkins, there's likely a sales consultant near you. Weber says that there are over 200 Hilltop Designs consultants nationwide.
We have our largest hub here in Michigan, but we have a footprint in about 22 states. And some of our largest performing states are South Carolina and Pennsylvania.
Hilltop Designs reaches far across the country, but everything is still handmade in Hopkins, Michigan.
We have people that come here and help us wrap each bar and package and do the stickers. So it has a real sort of still craft feel, even though we're producing on a large level.
While the part-time workers and consultants put in a lot of the work, it really is a family affair at Hilltop Designs. Christine does a lot of the prep work, but her husband Dan also pitches in. Even their 3 young kids get involved and are invested in the business.
it's been a wonderful opportunity. When you take a business from something very small and you're just able to do it at a slow pace, it's just been a beautiful experience for us. So.
From a few bars of soap in a living room to a retail space and consultants nationwide, it's safe to say Hilltop Designs is cleaning up in the handmade personal care industry. Reporting from Hopkins, Michigan, I'm Austin Marsman.
Thank you, Austin. If you'd like to learn more about Hilltop Designs and how they're different, go to hilltopdesignshd.com.
And that's all the time that we have for today's episode. I'm Savannah Bressman.
And I'm Mackenzie Sorrell. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next week.
West Side Stories is produced by students from the Multimedia Journalism program at Grand Valley State University. Support also comes from the School of Communications, inspiring thought, perfecting practice.